I'm not flaunting it. I don't need people to know that that's what I got rolling, because then that means people who ain't never wanted nothing from me now all of a sudden want something. So stay in humility, stay in humble form. You know, I'm just regular, just like you and me. I don't want people to view me as untouchable, because anybody you look at like a celebrity or somebody that's wealthy, you a part of fear comes on an individual that makes them feel like they're beneath them or they're not worthy enough to interact with them or say, "Hey, how you doing?" When a young lady told me, it had to be about maybe about 8 years ago, when she said, um, I I I I approached her and I said, "Hey, how you doing? You doing all right?" And she said, "You talking to me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh my God." Then I hugged her and I said, "What?" She said, I've been watching you for a while and I've been afraid to approach you because I didn't think I was worthy of your interaction." And I'm looking like, why would you think that? Well, because I see how you interact with people and how they love you and so on and so forth. I said, and same way with Jesus. At the end of the day, I'm not untouchable. I am human just like you. Don't don't give me celebrity status that I didn't ask for. So, and from that moment forth, it dawned on me that she wasn't the only person that viewed me that way. And I'm like, but I'm not unapproachable. You can approach me. I'm not arrogant. I'm not, you know, admire me from afar, just waving me from here. No, come here. Let me give you a hug. Let me embrace you. And never ever, I don't want to be that human being. And it's appalling to me that any person that's like that, just because you in a different tax bracket, or you are popular on social media or even in entertainment, don't think for 1 second that your shit don't stink like mine. Ain't nobody who shit out their ass don't stink. And let's tell the truth. So at the end of the day, you get eye boogers like I do. You get boogers in your nose like I do. When you wake up from sleeping all night, your breath stink like mine do. At the end of the day. Yes, and women, you have to wipe from front to back like I do. And men, you got to dab. I don't have to dab because I don't have what you got. But at the end of the day, we are still we're still carbon copies of one another, and nobody should come off as superior than the other. There's only one being, in my, not just my opinion, because it's a lot of us that believe that's superior than us all, our creator. And whoever that is for you, our creator is more superior. And at the end of the day, that creator has the ability to either allow you to keep breathing or decide to take you out. So at the end of the day, humility is the key. I'm not greater than you, you're not greater than me. And it's funny because last week, Saturday, no, this past Saturday, I went to an event um, that I took a client to. Was called the Cereal Fest, where a bunch of kids in the community and school and stuff come to an event where they can eat as much cereal as they want, their favorite cereal. They had Captain Crunch, Trix, Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios. They had every cereal you can think of. Whatever cereal you like, they had. They either allowed, they either had 2% milk, whole milk, or almond milk, or for those who don't do regular milk. I'm saying all that to say there were a lot of celebrities there, and to my surprise, I'm gonna be honest with you, I knew these people and they knew me. And my client was like, "You know them?" Because they approached me. I didn't approach them. They saw me and they came up to me and was like, "Yvette, it's so good to see you again." And I was like, "Hey," one of them, I'm not a name dropper, but they're in the film industry and they're very popular. not just in the film industry on movies. They do sitcoms and other things. And yes, they come out to these events yearly. And yes, I'm always at these events, and I've had the pleasure of meeting them over 10 years ago. And ever since then, we stayed in communication, even either by telephone or email. But it was a friendship developed out of that. And my client was like starstruck, like Miss Yvette, you really know this person? Yes, you know. But I don't. But I look at that individual as just a person because they are. They came out their mother's crouch like I came out of my mama's crouch. But I'm saying that to say, you know, they were just in awe. Then another athlete, an athlete who used to play for um, the Phoenix Mercury for several years, and she's very popular too. Matter of fact, she attends my church and is in the choir room. So, and she coached my kids basketball when they were in elementary school. This is how I know her, and we're friends too. And my client was like, "Oh my God, you know her too?" I said, "She's just a person, you know." Um, but needless to say, we are people, we are individuals. Even celebrities love to be viewed as regular people because they get tired of the, you know, um, people, the fame, and people expecting this. They even got people be like, well, if you famous, your pockets, like my brother say, are fat. Hey, let me get $1. No, let me get a C note. They get tired of people always, want they have motive of malice and motive of manipulation or motive of, hey, what can I get out of you, opposed to motive to, appreciate you for what you've done or who you are, or motive to just see them as just a person, as an individual. They have emotions, they have feelings. Okay, this is just the platform that they were blessed enough to be involved in because this is what some would say the universe dealt them. But what I would say was a blessing that was meant to enhance their life and to touch other people. But anyway, I can go on and on.
We will go on and go on. Just to interrupt, this is Spiritually Bipolar YouTube channel, where it's the fifth set, 50 videos, one video posted every 6 hours. Uh, the source videos in the description area. My first financial breakthrough by Dr. Myron Golden, where he used the term etch this into your DNA, that it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little money in a long period of time. And the affirmation that one is ignoring all the hard ways of making a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. In Spiritual Bipolar, we are focusing on affiliate marketing, John Cristani's mentorship program, and it's AI Marketers Club. But before I go to the next video and end this, and I'm gonna get faster, one takeaway I got from listening to my sister is one, all the information I got, make a separate video for that, and just take the time to learn video editing. And then just make a short video and then just pop that in there real fast. That's why when you were giving away $150 to me, it's easy as if I'm asking for some change, $1.50, because you feel like it or you don't, or you're donating $150 to the nonprofit Clean House Incorporated in the description area. Because our target audience, my target audience, videos channel, the target audience, you can give away $5,000. You can give away $5. All right. Humility. She talked about humility, and I always got to say this. I got a quote from Dr. Robert H. Smith. It says, "Humility is the perpetual quietness of the heart. It is to have no troubles. It is never to be fretted or vexed, irritated or sore, to wonder at nothing that is done to me, to feel nothing that is done against me." That's a quote that I've been using for years from Dr. Myron H. Dr. Robert H. Smith, aka affectionately known as Dr. Bob, AA number 2. I also know it in Latin, but I use that as a spell. Hilamitas es perpetua tocalitas cordis, ides molestias haberes, nunquam est delendum, et furunt vel valde, mirari nil mihi I forgot the rest. I forgot the rest of it. But I use that as a spell for resentment. Uh, that's because humility is perpetual quietness of the heart. All right. Next video.